Hello cuties and welcome to another mini arc review. We are reviewing The Otherwhere Post by Emily J. Taylor. This comes out February 25th and do not sleep on it. I loved this book so much, okay? I loved the characters and the world building, just everything. This book was so fun and I was completely invested in this. The overall story goes, we have our character of Maeve. Maeve is the daughter of a man who is said to have basically ruined everything for everyone. We live in a world where scriptomancy is a powerful tool that opened doors to kind of other realms, but the Aldervine had broken through because of her father and ended up shutting down the doors, ending a lot of lives, and so she lives in the shadow of what her father has done, living believing that her father was this horrible, crazy man who caused the end of their world as they know it. And the only way to travel through these worlds is to be an Otherwhere post. An Otherwhere post person, I guess. I forget the actual term all of a sudden, but it's working for the Otherwhere post because you can travel with letters that are kind of magical. They have the name and basically the letter will wind them up by traveling through these doors that they have the magic to do. Now, scriptomancy is somewhat of a dying art in this world. It is very hard to get into the kind of university for it, and Maeve finds a way in. I don't want to spoil how she does it, but she does it. She gets in, but she already immediately crosses paths with someone that's not a good person to cross paths with, and his name is Tristan, and he is the son of a very powerful man, and they wind up kind of thrown together. He almost hits her with a carriage. It's, a great meet cute. And ends up being her mentor, even though he refuses to mentor anyone in scriptomancy after something happened in the past. Ooh, won't spoil that. But it leads them working together, sort of, while she is trying to figure out the truth, because Maeve, all the while, has received a letter that says that her father is not to blame for what happened. She doesn't know who this letter came from. She's trying to figure it out and figure out the past. And she has a very fun roommate who weasels her way into Maeve's life and also has a fun secret of her own that is very helpful in the end. So it was nice seeing all these little characters kind of interwoven and seeing how their kind of special secrets helped to save the day in general. It is very intense. There's a lot of close call moments, and this whole concept of the Aldervine and the history behind why this exists, how this came to be, why it destroys everyone, because if you get stuck with it, that's how you kind of die, or for some, you are afflicted in a way, but there is a certain way to get out of that by a fun, fun little scriptomancy being called a coffee scribe. And so you're just completely caffeinated to the point where you can't really sleep. And that's, I find, very funny. But overall, Maeve's character goes through such a journey because she is on, I'm doing really bad at these today. Ugh. Maeve is someone who has depended on herself forever. She trusts no one. And so her entire arc is learning that trust, learning to give a bit of yourself to the others around you who support and love you. And I thought it was a very beautifully told story. I loved how the relationships developed in all different shapes and forms between her and Tristan, her and her roommate, and her and just all the people that she interacts with, and with herself. The relationship she has with herself is a very important theme in this book. It does have a little bit of, I guess, not really the YA tropes, but it does have, a romance in it. So some people don't like that, but I think all of the YA goodness is in this. All the things that I want to see in a YA story nowadays, this is the book that's doing it right. So I highly, highly recommend. I loved the world building. Like I said, it reminded me a bit of my short story Illuminated, just with the scriptomancy and the magic with writing. And it was very, very interesting how that came to be. It's a very dangerous sport. Like if you do scriptomancy wrong, big consequences, big consequences happen for this one. So I I love this book. I really hope that there is like a special edition or something that comes out, because I would love a physical, beautiful copy. And I also want more. Like, I want to know what happens next, you know, how the world continues on after the big climax of everything. I want to live with these characters longer, because I think there's more that they could do. It's a standalone, but a girl can hope. Okay. Anyway, February 25th, check it out. I definitely highly recommend this one.